Hello everyone. In this video we'll see linear searching in a one-dimensional array. This is a numerical array. Here for in first row you have some numbers. The index, I have written a corresponding index of those array elements. So in this video we'll see what is linear searching. Linear searching is nothing but we are going element by element and finding out whether the element is existing or not. We have to find for a given x it's existing there in this array or not. This is a linear algorithm, so we'll go one by one, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, like this we'll go. So this algorithm name is linear searching. So how do we do that is we get the number of inputs from the user and then we'll store those numbers in one array and we'll get a number called x, then what element we need to find in an array, and then we'll print whether that number is existing in that array or not. So we'll quickly jump to the IDE and then we'll start to type. Here I have basic setup. I have include of bits and standard C++. You can feel free to use IOStream itself, but C++ standard is comprised of all those include files, so I have used this one. And next line is using namespace standards, and third int main, and then the inside of it return 0. So first I get the array size, so int size, and then I need a variable called x from user, so x, and then I need to print whether that element is existing or not. I just need to check, so I need a flag variable, so I'll just type it as flag and then I'll get cin size. Next I need an array, so int arr 100 elements array. Then in one for loop I'm reading those numbers, so here cin arr of I, and in next line I'm just printing those numbers. Output indel for int, and here size. Inside of it I'm giving cout arr of array of I and indel. Just run this code. Here it prints all of those inputs. So next thing is I need to get a number from user, so cin x. In a for loop the same thing, here itself I've written the same thing I'm going to repeat, so I just write it here as size if that array of I equal to then x, then print that element as exist. Here I just get to know that flag variable status, so I'm initializing this flag as 0. If it goes inside of this element when iterating this element array of I, then I'm toggling this flag as 1. Outside of the for loop, if this flag still 0, then I need to print cout not exist. Hope you understood this one. Flag variable is for to understand that this element we entered into this for or not. So we'll run the code. Then now let me copy my input data, run. So it exists. We can remove this line. So and then I'll copy some negative data and run the code. It not exist. So our linear searching is successful. So how do we do this without this for loop or flags or anything? C++ provides a function called find function. You can see in this find function. First we need to pass the first element as first vector, and then first iterator, and the next is last iterator, and the next is element to find. So it will be ARR and ARR plus size and then value X. We have, it will returns one pointer. So here you can see this int and star is there, which means the pointer. Inside of it we have to pass three arguments. First is an input iterator and second one is the input iterator, but it's a last iterator, and this is first iterator, and then a constant int that will nothing but the value to find out. So we'll assign that to int star pointer, and this pointer is an address. So in order to use those content you have to write star p. Here we'll just execute this and we'll see what comes is run, copy, and I'll paste it. Here it prints as 100, but when you run the same code for a number which not at all exists in the array, it returns some random number. This is just a random address. So we need to set that if this p not equal to ARR plus size, see out this as exist, or else it's not exist. Here one semicolon and format the document. Okay, now run the code. Not exist. And then copy this and now run this. It exists. So whenever you are using pointers like these kind of find methods, you have to check this address is a valid one or not. So at most it can be the size, but it is beyond that it is invalid. We need to check that point. Then you have to print that content. So I hope you understood this one, and thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next video.